Hello everyone, I am Monika from IELTS 9. In this video, we are going to solve this reading, Johnson's Dictionary. These are not my readings. I am going to help students only for finding answers in actual exam. So this was reported on 25th May 2024 IELTS exam that was held in India. And if you are from other country, please do text me. I will solve that reading also. So this reading we will be solving, and in next video we will be solving this reading also. But before solving this reading, I have one correction for the previous video. For this reading passage that we have done in previous video, Clippers races, this question one of my student had commented me, and then I checked it. So true is a wrong answer here. Actually this is false. Okay, this is false. How this is false, I will tell you. After 1834, the ships which had served the East India Company stopped being used for commercial purposes. In fact, I was telling this thing only, but instead of writing false, I have written true. So I will show you the location. So this is the question, and here by 1834, the company had lost its trading monopolies and tea had become a freely traded item. Having no more use for its great ships, okay, the company sold them, and many were brought merchants or their captains who continued to clog the seas and all. So here they are saying the ship which were serving East India Company stopped being used for commercial purposes. No, actually they were still, those who had purchased these ships, merchants or captains, they were continuing to do these commercial purposes between Britain and China. So that is false. Here they are saying stopped being used for commercial purposes. That I missed it. That's why I think I had written true. But actually I wanted to say this false only, and I have written true. Let's start this reading, Johnson's Dictionary. I will not be reading anything from here because I will show you the length of this passage. This full page, this full page, and this more than half page. If you think that you are a good learner, good reader, definitely you are doing mistake. For this type of question, we have three types of question. First is choose three letters A to H. Write your answers in boxes. Now you see this. Which three of the following statements are true of Johnson's Dictionary? It means we have to select three letters. This is also MCQ question. And second type of question, we have complete the summary. And last question is true false not given. So which question you are going to do first? Now decided. I will show you. So which question you are going to do first? This or this? So some will say this one. So definitely you can do it. But I will try to do this. Okay, first I will tell you the reason. Wherever we will get the location of this question statement, I will start reading from there seriously. Now let's read the instructions that we have already read. Three letters A to H. Write your answers in boxes on your answer sheet. NB is also given. Your answers may be given in any orders. Okay. Order here means if you have selected A, F, H. So you can write H, A, F. So there is no problem in writing any order. But if you write A, F and H in this order, that will be great. So here how to select these three letters. Are you going to read all these? Definitely I will not be reading anything. Which three of the following statements are true of Johnson's Dictionary? First, I will just find the location of this word. So try to understand the demand of the question statement. They are saying statements are true of Johnson's Dictionary. We have to find where they are talking about Johnson's Dictionary, not about Johnson. Let's find this word first. So this is my first paragraph. Johnson's Dictionary is given, was published in 1975. There had been concern about the state of English language. There was no standard of way of speaking, writing, no agreement. Okay, so Johnson provided the solution. Okay, there had of course dictionaries in the past. The first of these being a little book of 120 pages compiled by certain Robert, person name is there. Okay, like the various dictionary that came after during 17th century, Cowdrey's tended to concentrate on scholarly words, one function of, okay, nothing is there about Johnson's Dictionary. Now next paragraph, I am looking for Johnson's dictionary. Now this person name is here. It is highly appropriate that Dr. Samuel Johnson, the very model of the 18th century literary man, is famous in his own time as in ours, should have published his dictionary at the very beginning of the heyday of the middle class. Okay, so this is also a good word for speaking and writing also. He was a poet and critic who raised common sense to the heights. His approach to the problem 17th and early centuries. Dictionary is here. Now they are talking about Johnson. Now they are talking about his dictionary. Now we will be reading. A dictionary on such a large scale had seemed impossible without the establishment of an academy to make decisions about right and wrong usage. Johnson decided he did not need an academy to settle arguments about language. He would write a dictionary himself. He would do it single-handed. Johnson signed the contract for the dictionary with the bookseller, this person, at a breakfast held at Golden Anchor in bar on Holborn Bar on 18th January this June. He was to be paid this much of amount in installment, and from this book he took money to rent this. Okay, so this, I think they are talking about dictionary only. So how he had written. Okay, his biographer described the garret. Okay, here also the work was immense, filling no, let's find the options from this paragraph, because they are talking about dictionary. So let's try to match all the things. It avoided all scholarly words. He is saying he did not need any academy to settle arguments and all. It was the only English dictionary in general use for over 200 years. I think here nothing is there. It was famous because of the large number of people involved. So, but he was alone. No, here they are saying he would do it single-handed. It means this is also wrong. Okay, large number of people. He is saying he would do it single-handed. It focused mainly on language from contemporary text. Okay. Dictionary, he signed the contract with the he was to be paid. He signed the contract. It means there must be some time limit, but here it is directly, it is not given. Some money is also given, so let's find any money. There was a time limit for its completion, so we will just keep it in mind at the end. It ignored, because here they are saying he had signed the contract for the dictionary. Okay, it ignored work done by previous dictionary writers. This is also not given anything. His approach to the problem that had worried writers throughout the 17th and centuries was intensely practical. Until his time, nothing is given that he had ignored his previous direction in dictionary writers. It took into account stabilities of meaning. His definitions were famous for their originality. Okay. Yes, see this. His approach to the problems. Johnson was a poet and critic who raised common sense to the heights of his approach to the problems that had worried writers throughout the late 17th and 18th century was intensely practical. His definitions was famous for its originality. This also we can select. But yes, of course we have to, but definitions he is not talking. So of course we can keep it in mind. Okay, and let's read next paragraph. James Boswell, his biographer, described the garret where Johnson worked as fitted like counting house with a long desk running a middle at which copying clerks would work standing. Johnson himself was stationed on a chair, old crazy by choice of borrowed books. He was also helped by 6 assistants. 2 of them died while dictionary was still in preparation. The work was immense, filling about 80 large notebooks. See this, wrote definition is here, definitions over 40,000 words, and illustrated their many meanings with some 40,000 quotation drawn from English writing on every subject. Okay, here it focused mainly on language from contemporary text, we can select this. Okay, so here they have taken, he has taken help from these books. From every subject is also, he did not expect to achieve complete originality. It means this is wrong. He did not, he was not expecting that everything is original. Expect to achieve complete originality, working to a deadlines. He had to draw on the best of previous dictionary. It means there was a time limit for its completion. This is also confirmed. Okay, he had to draw the best and to make his work done by heroic synthesis. In fact, it was very much unlike his predecessors. Johnson treated English very practically as a living language with many different shades of meanings. Meaning word is also there. It took into account, I think this meaning is this, English very practically as a living language with many different shades of meaning. I think different shades they want to say here, so I will select this also. So D, E, G will be the answer. Now for finding first type of question, we have gone through this these two paragraphs, and in the second, on the second page we have completed almost this paragraph also. Only this paragraph, these last two paragraphs are left. Now next type of question, let's see it. Complete the summary, no more than 2 words. See, do it with me. If you do it with me, definitely you will get benefit. No more than 2 words. So in 1764, Johnson accepted the contract to produce a dictionary. We know this location, having rented a garret. This also word I have read it now. He took on a number of dash who stood at a long central desk. Okay, when we were reading it, 1764 is here. See this. If you remember the locations like that, then you can easily save your time. I will show you the question. See this is the location. 1764, accepted the contract and all to produce a dictionary. Heavy rented garret word is here. He took on a number of dash. On a number of where Johnson worked as fitted like a counting house with a long desk running down the middle with the copying clerk. Rented garret, he took on a number of dash who stood at a long central desk. A long desk is here down the middle, at which central is middle. See this central desk, middle, at which the copying clerk would work standing up. Standing up is stood is also there. It means number of clerks will come here. So how they have paraphrased, just try to understand. Okay, he took on a number of copying clerks who would work standing up, who stood at a long central, this is central, long desk running down the central means middle. Okay, 5th number, Johnson did not have a dash available to him but eventually produced definitions of in excess 40,000 words. So 40,000 word definition is here. See this, Johnson did not have a dash available. A is also important word, available to him, but eventually produced definitions of excess in 40,000 word is here. Definition is also here. It means location must be here, 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 here. The work was immense, filling 80 large notebooks and without a library. A word is also there. Sorry, spelling is library. Correct the spelling please. Whatever it is written, you can write it. Okay, library is also there. Now we have completed this. Now coming to 6th number question. James Boswell Johnson principle. So somewhere principle word is here. Okay, so his achievement was Johnson's principle. James, okay, from here it is starting. According to his biographer James Boswell, Johnson's principal achievement was to bring dash to the English language. So English language, he's adopted his definition English common law according to precedent. After its publication, his dictionary was seriously rivaled for over a century. Okay, now we have to move to the next page. Now next page we have to look for this word. Just a minute. See, I was not getting location, so I have to read this. 80 large, we have got 40,000 publication. The dictionary was immediately hailed in many European countries as landmark. So landmark somewhere Landmark is here. Landmark countries as a landmark in Europe. Okay. According to his biography, this very noble work, leading Italian lexicographer, will be a perpetual monument of fame to the author and country in particular, and general benefit to the Republic of Letters through. Okay. The fact that Johnson had taken on academics of Europe and matched them. Academics had taken 40 years to produce the first French national for English celebration. But achievement, Johnson's principal achievement was to bring dash to the English language. So what he want to achieve for the English language? Johnson had worked for 9 years with little assistance of the learned, without any patronage of the great, not in soft. So we are looking for language, where language is masterpiece. Landmark again, signifying regulating the structures, to bring structures to the English language. Are you sure? For all displaying ascertain the significations of English words. It is a, okay, this person is here. Okay, yes, now I got the location. I was finding this word, Johnson's principal. Okay, Johnson's principal achievement was to bring dash to the English language. See this, it is the cornerstone of English language is here. Okay, to bring standard English. English is also here. Achievement, it is a cornerstone of standard English, and achievement word is also here. Johnson word is also there. Stability on the language of his country. So to bring stability to the English language. So stability on the language of his country, we can just write it here. So this had taken time. So 7th, as a reward for his hard work, he was granted by the king. Okay, this paragraph is there. King word is here. So the dictionary, together with other writing, made Johnson famous and so well esteemed that his friends were able to prevail upon King George to offer him a pension. He was granted a pension. Now coming to true false not given. Now we have to do this true false not given. Now we have read full passage. Now we are aware where the things were there. The growing importance of the middle classes led to an increased demand for dictionary. So middle classes, I think in first or two paragraph were there. There was no standard. If sometime student to, okay, nothing is there. If sometime you don't get the location of first question, then you can find another question. Has become more well known since his death. This I have not read it. Had been planning to write a dictionary for several years. I think third paragraph, let's see this. See this, in third paragraph I have seen this middle class. The growing importance of the middle class led to an increased demand for dictionary. Beyond the practical need to make order out of choice, the rise of dictionaries associated with the rise of English middle class, who were anxious to define and circumscribe the various words to conquer lexical as well as. The growing importance of the middle classes led to an increased demand for dictionaries. Yes, they want to show, they were anxious to define and all. So the rise of dictionaries is associated with the rise. Yes, of course, we will just mark it true. Okay. Now, Johnson has become more well known since his death. No, but I don't think so it is given because we have read full paragraph. As famous in his time as in ours, should have published. Okay. At the beginning of the heyday of the middle. So nothing is given about his death and all. But here we have no, I have not read about his death and all. Let's find the third. Johnson had been planning to write a dictionary for several years. Okay. If he is trying. No, sorry. This is not given. We can't go. Because famous in his own time. So famous, popularity, well known, more well known means famous, popularity after his death. So it is wrong. Contradiction is there. So as famous, Dr. Samuel Johnson, the very model of 18th century literary man, is famous in his time as in ours. it means he was famous during his life days. This is contradiction, sorry, this is false. So 10th, Johnson had been planning to write a dictionary for several years. He was a poet and critic who raised common sense to the heights of genius, had worried writers throughout the late. This we have already read. You can read it. His planning kind of thing is not there. So here how he get the contract and all. But he had been planning to write a dictionary for several years. Nothing it is given like that. No, so we can just write here not given. 11. Johnson set up an academy to help the writer of his dictionary. No, he did not set up any dictionary. He did not need an academy. So we have already read this statement. He did not set any academy to help the writing of his dictionary. So this is false. Okay. 12th, Johnson only received payment for his dictionary on its completion. So payment kind of thing is here. So no, so question says different. So question says different. Johnson only received payment for his dictionary on its completion. That is false actually. So here it is given he signed the contract, and here on June this he was to pay this in installments. So after completion is wrong information. Installment he was getting it. Okay. So not all of the assistants survived to see the publication of the dictionary. So not all of the assistants survived to see. Means every assistants, those who he had copying clerks also, assistant word is here. He was also helped by 6 assistants. 2 of them died whilst the dictionary was still in preparation. So yes, location we have got it. Not all the assistants survived to see the publication of, yes, it is correct, because 2 of them died before the publication of dictionaries. Dictionary was still in progress, so it is true. Now in next video we will be doing this.